Hey everybody, this is Al Johnson from the Al Johnson Show, and yeah, I kind of want to come up here and I guess talk about Wonder Man again. But first, if you guys want to be a part of the journey that is the Al Johnson Show, or you want to maintain the journey that is the Al Johnson Show, make sure you all do the following. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell whenever new videos are released. Let's get into it. If you guys don't know, on my channel, I reviewed the the MCU Wonder Man series on Disney Plus. I love that show. It's right now my, I believe, second or third all-time favorite MCU shows on Disney Plus. I think maybe it's my second favorite. Yeah, I think it's my second favorite because I really loved the dynamic between Yahya Abdul-Mateen II and Sir Ben Kingsley as Simon Williams and Trevor Slattery. I really enjoyed, I guess, the world building in that world of MCU Hollywood. I enjoyed how, I guess, small it was, how grounded it was, even though Simon Williams has powers. And I really also enjoyed the themes and the ideas the show was presenting. And while I had hoped there would be a second season, I also thought, hey, if it doesn't happen, we don't get a second season, hey, at least I got to see this show finally. Then after the show came out and got positive word of mouth, then there was an announcement that season 2 was happening, which, great to see, especially with how the MCU was handling Simon Williams. Because if you guys don't know, in the comics, Simon Williams got his powers due to experimentation by Baron Zemo. However, in the MCU, it's looking like he got his powers via mutation, and that he's being made into a mutant in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And for what we know about mutants, they get their powers through puberty, through heightened emotion, and when they feel isolated from the world. And it looked like we were continuing that path. And also, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II is nominated for an Emmy Award for Best Comedic Actor. So it was looking like, okay, we're about to get more Simon Williams, more Trevor Slattery, more shenanigans, more Wonder Man. That would have been great. Then came the news that the show was officially canceled. And then a bunch of stuff happened after that. There was talks that, there was no writer's room, but then there was also talks that a former showrunner says, no, everybody's schedule was cleared. We were getting ready to film next year. We were outlining scripts. We were ready to get to work. But Disney internally decided not to renew it, even though previously they did renew it. And there's this whole pattern, this race pattern going on that, projects with black characters or black characters in projects are being sidelined for white characters, all that. That's above my pay grade. I'm not gonna get into the weeds of that. If y'all want to, you could find videos talking about, Marvel don't do right by black characters. You could find that. I'm not here for that. I'm here to talk about not just Wonder Man being canceled, and also what's the plan, what they're doing. So now recently, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II did an interview talking about Wonder Man being canceled, and he was even asked, how do you feel about people online saying that, there's a pattern going on that, projects with black characters is either canceled or delayed or characters are sidelined. And he said, hey, the patterns are patterning. If I'm Disney, I don't want to be close to that narrative that, Disney don't want to focus, or Marvel don't want to focus on black-led characters and all that. But before that question, he was even asked, did you talk to Marvel about why the show was canceled? And he said, yeah, I was told it was the viewership. The viewership was low, but I don't really know that for sure. I would like a full-on explanation as to what happened. So yeah, apparently Wonder Man was officially canceled because the ratings were mad low and not everybody watched. I mean, it doesn't help the fact that you dropped it all at once, like you were Netflix, and then people were like, I'm off the deep end with MCU on Disney Plus, just nah. And they didn't even bother to watch. And even those that did, obviously, it wasn't enough to sustain it. And then it comes to the question, well, what's the MCU doing with Disney Plus? Excluding animation, because apparently they're going to still do animation because, unfortunately, animation is cheap. Like we might get more X-Men 97 or your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man or whatever animated shows they're going to do with Marvel in the future. But for live action shows, I believe I read that after Vision Quest in October, which I will cover, after Vision Quest, they ain't doing no more high budgeted prestige MCU shows. And it looks like going forward, I believe I read somewhere, they're going to want to make more cost-friendly MCU shows that will have multi-season potential. Like, oh, keep the budget low and we'll do the show and then we'll make them yearly again if people watch. Which started with Daredevil Born Again, which we're getting season 3 next year, and I don't know if we're getting more after that. But then I also read that apparently at New York Comic Con in October, there's going to be announcements for what new MCU shows are going to be made that will be cost friendly and be made year round, like old school television, except it'll still be like 8 episodes, 9 episodes, that whole weird thing. I think it's, well, one, on the new plan for Disney Plus, I think it's a good thing because it's frustrating in the world of streaming that we get one season of a show and we have to wait 2 to 3 years for the next season, and it'll probably be, again, 8 episodes because money is spent, too much money is spent on these shows like they're making movies. And I think that's the case with these streaming shows originally is, oh, we're gonna make this big old movie but cut it down into episode format, which is like cool idea but not how it works. So I think it's a good thing because I would like to go back. I understand we can't go back to that time period because I would like to go back to the mindset of, oh, let's film something now so it can come out next year, and while the season is airing next year, we'll write scripts and we'll get ready to film while the current season is airing. I would like that, and I think it's a good idea to do. On the other hand, regarding Wonder Man, I think it sucks. Again, not talking about the black-led shows, the black. I'm not touching that. There's viewers for that. I'm not here for that. Okay? But what I'm here for is to say that I think it sucks that the show was canceled and that I wanted to see more. Unless you're going to put Simon Williams in other projects where you'll see him again, or put Trevor Slattery in other projects. If you're going to do that, and that's Anthony Cretton, who recently did Spider-Man Brand New Day, is still part of the writing process and the creative process for those characters, okay, fine. It sucks we have to lose the Wonder Man show, but if we give more Wonder Man and more Trevor, guess I'll bite the bullet as a fan. But again, I would have loved to have seen season 2 of Wonder Man. I would have liked to see what would have happened in that. And I bet, this is just my guessing, I bet he'll probably appear in maybe a future X-Men project to fully facilitate MCU Simon Williams as a mutant. I don't know that for sure, but that's just my hope. So I hope Yahya still plays Simon Williams, because I want to see more of him, because I'm really starting to like the character. I hope to see more of him so I can love the character. Now, will Marvel follow through with any of these plans? Uh, the fiscally responsible Disney Plus shows, and also keep Yahya and Serpent Kingsley in house in case they need them. Will they be able to maintain it? That remains to be seen. But again, I would have loved to have seen Wonder Man season 2 or season 3, but c'est la vie. Anyway, guys, that's just my thoughts on the cancellation of Wonder Man, and I guess the plan going forward for MCU Disney Plus. Let me know down below how you guys feel about either of these things. How upset were you guys that Wonder Man got canceled? And be honest. Do y'all even care about MCU on Disney Plus no more, or are you just gonna stick with the movies? Because it looks like the movies are gonna be making stupid money at the box office. I mean, look at Spider-Man Brand New Day, and look what Avengers Doomsday is gonna potentially do. So you guys gonna stick with that and just leave Disney Plus behind? Let me know down below. Thank you all for watching, and remember, I've been Al Johnson, and you're not.